Okay, welcome. 7 gravel race, the UCI Gravel World Series qualifier round 2, 125k, 3,400 metres. Theo Yates, the reigning champion. Nathan Haas, the contender. Darcy Richards is there, second last year. An absolute pearler of a morning. And have a look at the squad. All the hitters lining up front row. Skin suits belong in gravel. Let it be known, Matthew Bird in the sort of brownish with the aero lid, and Adam Blazovic in the giant Shimano and aero socks. Don't forget it. But we'll think on that later. They're off for the little neutral start. Theo Yates leading them through. Nathan Haas is there. Beau Lafort on the left. Nice little cruise through the streets of Nannup. Everyone just sort of wanting to be in front position. There's Adam Blazovic, Theo Yates, Haas is there, and he starts to just light it up a little bit. Pretty cold, you can see the breath coming out of everyone there, but it's all strung out already. So if you weren't in the first few wheels, you're in trouble. Now the first move is Adam Blazovic, pretty much from kilometre zero, absolutely turns it on and goes off his own. And you can see he gets a lot of free time here, I think. As you can see, Matthew Bird looking back to say, is anyone going to chase? Because, it's kilometre zero here. And I reckon they give him quite a lot of time because he went so early. And we can see the group here not exactly drilling it, just a bit of tempo. Matt Bird on the front, Freeberg's on his wheel, Tristan Nash is there, and a whole heap of hitters. Beau Lafort takes it up, drilling on the downhill. Some guy almost loses his bottle. That thing comes straight out of the cage, and I don't know, Muster gets a little bit of a flat and almost takes out the guy in the orange. Beau Lafort continues, but Adam Blazovic cruising. A little bit of a chase behind, you can see, maybe Theo in the distance, but he doesn't have a huge gap at this point, but it does press on. Gets a bit of a drink and settles back into it. Hits the second berg, I think, and you can see he's pressing on here. You'll see him out of the saddle a lot. He does spend a lot of time out of the saddle, considering it is gravel. Nathan Haas and Theo begin to launch a bit of a push to try and bring him back. Now, they're not going full gas, but it's already splitting up, and we start to see the front of the race emerge here. Now, we'll call them out in a second. You can see the group. It's Haas in the front. He's taking the pace. Theo Yates, Matt Bird in third wheel, Tristan Nash in fourth wheel, Jacob Langham in the VeloFit kit. Big ride from him. Now, this is sort of the front of the race here. Haas is just maintaining the tempo, and you can see the quality of him. He's shredding the bunch. Nathan Jones just trying to hang on the back there. He's absolutely ripping it to shreds, and people are just trying to stay in touch. Matthew Bird switches to the other side of the track here, trying to find a little bit of extra surface, a nice bit of material to ride on, but it's not exactly comfortable, as you can see. And look at the size of that tree. Harsey just flicking through the maps, seeing how far there is to go. It's about 30 k's at this point, and the pace is on. He's checking his maps, and have a look at Theo's face. He's hurting, and so are the boys behind. Tony Doherty in the blue there, in the kit made of recycled whales or something. Matty Bird just on the left-hand side, trying to find some traction. Theo looking sore, and Haas just cruising. He really has a look at him and goes, oh, reigning champ, not looking so good. Maybe he likes to look at that. Looks back, sees, yep, the bunch is exploding, pressing on. He keeps going up this hill, Nathan Haas, the cows are on show, going, what are they doing here, these lads? Bike riding in my turf or my lawn. Rest in peace, my KOM, old dairy cow, Daisy says there. But Nathan Haas pushes on, and this is the front group. I'm not sure where Tony Doherty goes, but disappears. Daniele, the photographer, getting a shot there. How about the scenes? Jacob Langham pushing on, but Adam Blazovic, he's cruising. He's got about a 2-minute gap at this point. This is around kilometre 40, and look how relaxed he is. He's in the zone, just sees the motorbike, goes, how you going? And he's just cruising, doing his pace, no accelerations, and it's a good-looking kit, I must say. Around kilometre 50, and Haas knows he needs to go, and he starts to put the pace on, and this is when we start to see Theo really struggle. Last year's winner, and the gaps begin to open up, as you can see, and the pace is on. Haas's position doesn't change, but the speed certainly does, and this is where the reigning champ and Nash at the back there in a unicorn kit start to struggle. Here goes Theo. The cadence completely comes to a stop at the end of an ergo set style. He is now out of this front finale. Langham staying in touch. He's looking really good. Matthew Bird in the Focus Peddler kit and third wheel trying to stay on terms. Is the little shot from about 5 seconds ago. Theo just in touch there, but he is now a good 10 wheels back. Nash getting distance, and look, he's dripping with sweat, and it's like 5 degrees out there. So it just goes to show the effort from the reigning champ to stay in contention with this front group. And Haas is just relentless, pressing on the pace on the downhills, using these little rollers. Meanwhile, Adam Blažević on his own. He's just gone a solo fondo, and he's got around 2 minutes at this point. Make sure he gets the energy chews in. That looks like a Shot Blocks cherry or raspberry, but he's eating, and that's a huge part of today. Out of the saddle again. Oh, he looks good. Good looking bike rider. Haas pressing on, and this is where he breaks Bird and Jacob Langham. Now Bird, I reckon he might have let go here had he not seen the distance between him and Langham in the Velofit kit. Look, does a little check behind, goes, okay, I've got to keep going here to solidify second or third podium place. Haas, now he's just detached Bird and Langham. He's now pressing on. He has a 2-minute gap to bridge, and he told me after the race, as meanwhile, Bird goes, yep, I'm pressing on. He told me after the race, Haas, and look at this, calls for him, says, mate, I'm coming, just wait up. And Adam looks behind and sees now he's been hunted, looking behind, but he presses on. Now, Haas told me this was about a 2-minute bridge that he had to make, and it took him quite a while, but this is around kilometre 70, and he's still pressing on, Adam. And look at this, drilling the downhills. There was a technical descent, so still pressing it, not giving this chase for Nathan away for free. But this was about a 2-minute gap, and it really took a lot out of Nathan's legs. And bridging a 2-minute gap on your own is a lot, especially after making the pace so hard and dropping everyone else in the first sort of 60 kilometres. So the time check around here, Bird and Langham were 1 minute back from this group. And you can see Haas tries to drill it at the start and go hit him as he caught him and try and pass him. But I think he realised, no, this guy's got my measure. So they chill out for a bit, have a bit of a chat, take in the beautiful scenery of Nannup and the southwest, and continue on. But then it's to business time. This is around kilometre 90. They start to press on. Adam begins to apply the pressure. How about the slow-mo? They hit this little left-hander. Now Haas going, righto, this guy means business. I'm going to press on here. Trying to drop him on the downhills as well. Using the downhills, trying to, use his technical ability. But Adam checks him once, checks him twice. And this is the winning race moment. Out of the seat, Nathan Haas tries to respond. You can see here now, ups the cadence, gets into his wheel. And this is where we see the first grimace on Nathan Haas. And it's just about... oh, it's coming. It's hard. There it is. And Adam continues to press on out of the seat, and he extends his gap really, really quickly here. Look at him out of the seat into the gravel. He must have got his tyre pressure perfect, just floating over that saddle. Haas can't respond, trying to maintain just a little bit of momentum, keep his tempo, but Adam presses on, and he's not giving up, really trying to extend this gap. Looking back, though, he was never sure that he had Haas away for good. He was sure he was going to come back, but he's pressing on here. Haas not giving up, using the downhills, but Adam kept going up over the last climb, really pressing on, and in the end, Adam Blažević was too strong. He got given a lot of time at the start, and it proved he had the engine to go all the way. Haas was not far behind, and a really gallant second place for never riding this turf before and doing a lot of work. But here's your final 10. Adam Blažević for Giant Shimano, Nathan Haas, Matthew Bird for Focus Peddler, the top 3 not from WA. Matthew Shepherd, a really good ride. Langham held on for 5th. Diego Gomez, Tom Ford did really well to sneak 6th and 7th. And you can see Tristan Nash, after being in the front for so long, and Theo Yates both kind of fell away a bit to 8th and 12th. But a pretty solid top 20. If you're in that top 20, you are a decent bike rider. So great event, and well done to Adam, Nathan and Matthew for just putting on a show for the 7 gravel race. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. Well, it's my first real one, so hopefully it was all right and you enjoyed the coverage. And if you like it, please subscribe, and I'll do some more. And check out the other videos on the Press Room Podcast YouTube channel as well. Thanks, guys.